Hello, everybody. My name's Peter Anderson, and I'm talking to you today about Griffith University in Queensland, Australia, located in Brisbane and on the Gold Coast also. Griffith is a very popular university for Japanese students and students from many countries because it's a good level university with beautiful facilities in a great location. So I'm going to show you some slides about Griffith University, but what I might do first is I'm going to show you a couple of videos of our university with some participants from Japan. So let me just start some video for you. Miki-san, can you see my screen okay? Oh, yep, great. All right, thank you. So now I'm going to move to my my presentation. Sorry, just going to move back and share again my PowerPoint presentation. So, Miki-san, can you see this PowerPoint okay? Okay, thanks. So, you probably saw in the video lots of different locations. That's because we have campuses in a few different locations, but our main campuses are in Brisbane City, Nathan campus, 20 minutes from the downtown area with the river, and Gold Coast campus, which is close to the beach. About 1 hour from Brisbane, but Gold Coast itself is a very large town and has all of its own facilities. So Gold Coast now is our largest campus, but in total we have about 40,000 students, and 7,000 or so are international students. So that's students who are doing postgraduate courses or undergraduate courses. We also have English preparation courses for students coming from overseas who need to improve their English. So this is a photo of Brisbane City. That's the kind of atmosphere of Brisbane City. It's based around the river. It's the capital of Queensland. And then this is the Gold Coast, 1 hour from there. And this is in the front, you see the Griffith University campus, and at the back, you see the beach and Gold Coast Surfers Paradise area. So from the campus to the beach, it takes about 15 minutes by a tram, Romandentia, I think you say. So it's really convenient to access the downtown city or the beach from our campuses. We have, I've lived in Japan for a long time, and it's a kind of very different climate, because in Japan you have very cold winter and very hot summer. In Queensland, we have our winter's not so cold at all. Like average is about 15 degrees. On a nice winter day, it could be 20 degrees. In summer, it will be a bit warmer. So summer average is high 20s or around 30. Most buildings require air conditioning, but actually you don't need to be always in air conditioning. It's quite comfortable. Every afternoon, there's usually a nice breeze, nice wind coming from the ocean. So in the evenings, it's beautiful to be outside strolling on the beach. The thing with Australia is quite a small population in our country. We only have about 25 million people in a huge country. So there's a lot of space and a lot of green space. So these days, especially, people love to plant more and more trees. So everywhere you walk, there's lots of shade, lots of trees and green trees, lots of parks to sit in and relax. A lot of cafes and restaurants are outside. So that's one reason why Australia is popular for international students. You do not need a lot of money to enjoy your life in Australia because the weather's good. It's also a safe country. So you don't need to worry so much about your bags or your belongings or something being taken or any guns or any violence. It's the friendly and safe country with a lot of people from many countries. That's one of the things that is particularly good for students, I think. So again, back to our Gold Coast campus, its largest campus, 18,000 students. And this picture is kind of typical of the modern campus atmosphere. This is our Nathan campus, again, a very modern, large campus. A bit like Japanese university, there is a lot of different buildings. In the middle, there is some sports fields or some student centers, areas for students to eat, relax, to have events, also to do study together. Griffith has a high ranking worldwide, and it has good feedback from students. The student satisfaction is 90% plus. So that means that the students are happy with the location, the learning and living and support. We are particularly high ranking in hospitality leisure management. So for example, quite a few Japanese students will study tourism and hospitality, and quite a few students will study nursing, even marine, we're in the top 50 in marine biology. That's another popular one. But we are a very big general university. We teach almost everything you can think of. This picture is a little bit funny, this photo, because you think, wow, where is that? That's just in the middle of a park. But actually, this is just 15-20 minutes from the city. The university in Brisbane is located on a little mountain, just very close to the center of the city. So here you'll be in the campus and you might see a koala, you might see little animals running around, typical nature of Australia. And 20 minutes away, there's the Riverside Beach, Gold Coast. This is one of our international buildings for international students to prepare English. And lots of activities on campus. I think our campuses are very good because they have so many cafes. They have like pharmacy, like little supermarkets, travel agent, bank, medical center, bunpoguyo, the stationery bookstore. They even have student bars and sometimes cinemas. And this is a bus to go from one campus to another campus. We have great sports facilities as well. This location, Gold Coast, is very popular for Australian swimmers from the Olympic team. That's where they do a lot of training. But we use our pools, for example, for student events, international events, international days, I mean. So each student group might do presentations. The Japanese Student Club, you have a lot of Australians who like to study Japanese, and they are having clubs with a club activity with Japanese students. This room is, you think, wow, what is this room? This is kind of room for group work. So when you are studying these days in the university, you listen to the lecture once a week. So you'll have about some topic. If you're studying marketing, it might be some sort of marketing lecture. And then later that week, you would have a small group tutorial. And then in the tutorial, the teacher might ask you to make a group with 3 or 4 students and do a project together. So you can use this kind of room to practice and to do group work and to practice presentations that you might do. So that's the reason for this kind of facilities. This is our romen densha. So I like that word in Japanese. I always say romen densha, not tram. Because we are so proud to finally have a nice tram to make it so easy to get from the campus to the surface paradise, to the beach. Engineering building. I'm just going to mention it's a sangakisei. We have 3 semesters each year. So if you want, you can just take 2 semesters and then have natsuyasumi. Or you can mix it any way you want. You could do 3 semesters a year if you want and finish a little bit quickly, or you could just do 2 semesters and have a break. It's nice and flexible. And then our English course, Fuzoku Eigo Gakko, starts every month, or every 5 weeks. You can enter courses to make your English level higher to meet the English requirement of our university courses. And based on your level, if you know your IELTS or your TOEFL level, we recommend a course of 10 weeks or 20 weeks or something like that. But we have a good English test online. So if you're listening today and you want to check your English level, we have the Griffith English test online, and that test you can just do on your computer very simply, and we will be able to tell you what your level is, intermediate or advanced or beginner, and then tell you how many weeks you probably need in order to start a university course. Like, well, if you're into upper intermediate level, you might be recommended to take 10-week course. But if you're a beginner, you might be recommended to take a 40-week course. And then if you decide to apply to our university, we can make a package of the English course together with your undergraduate course or your postgraduate course. This one I just threw in. Now I'm going to talk about undergraduate study. So if you are from a Japanese high school, we have a very good, smooth system for you to get a degree. So after finishing Japanese high school, if you need English course, many students need an English course. Your step 1 is English course at our university, inside our campus. After the English course, we recommend a diploma course, which is a 1-year course for international students mainly. After the diploma course, you move into 2年生. So, 英語 course, diploma course, 2年生, それから 3年生. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. So this system is very popular for international students because a diploma course, the structure of the diploma course is changed to make it more available for international students to practice their English, to learn with extra support, to have English support as well as academic support. The diploma course has classes with fewer students than 1年生. So you have more chance to listen carefully to the teachers, to ask questions to the teachers, to practice your English, practice your writing, and the diploma course is a little bit longer time. So for one lesson is a little bit longer. So you have more chance to really get used to studying in a different country with different language and different style of learning. And you will learn the same content, the same nayo. You'll do the same subject as Ichinensei, but you're learning it in a much easier way to absorb and to master. So that structure is very popular for international students and Japanese students, and we have quite a few Japanese students each year coming to study that. And of course, there are many different kinds of subjects they can take, which I'll move on to next. This one, study abroad, is a different kind of course. This is like a kyugaku ryugaku. It's like a ichinenkan, 1 year, 1 year study abroad. For example, if you are a Japanese university student and you want to take 1 year kyugaku or 1 semester, you can just come for 1 semester or 2 semesters and come to our university and study an academic subject and English, if you like. To do an academic subject, you need to have an English level of about IELTS 6.0. So here we have written English plus university. Some students might not have IELTS 6.0, so as step 1, the first stage, you could do an English course for 10 weeks or 15 weeks. And then second stage, do a academic subject, like a study abroad subject. I haven't talked specifically about postgraduate courses, but we have master's courses and some graduate diploma courses, 1 year, 2 year, also hakase course, doctor course, in all of the same subject areas. So we can certainly give you more information if you're listening today and you're interested in postgraduate courses. So in total, Griffith University has about 200 courses. And roughly speaking, these are the areas of the courses. So the first area is business and government. This one is popular for Japanese students, Asian studies or traditional things, commerce, economics, financial planning, international relations. But also these days, we get Japanese students who want to study tourism, hospitality, very popular, even sports management, event management. These kinds of major lead to many different jobs and very useful if you come back to Japan and you have really good English, you've studied overseas for 3 or 4 years, and you can work using your English in an international job. Often that can be hospitality. So that has been very successful for many students to find a career back in Japan. We have law faculty, education, including TESOL, Eigo no Kyojuho, is very popular. So some people who are English teachers in Japan or want to become an English teacher. Engineering, many different kinds. Architecture, humanities. This covers many things, including languages, linguistics, journalism, communication, some more politics, international studies. And we have quite a very big health section, everything from dentistry to doctor medicine. But exercise science and sport is also quite popular. And physiotherapy is quite popular as well. These days, more and more Japanese students will stay in Australia after graduating because we have a nice visa system, working visa system. After you finish 3 years study on your bachelor course, you will receive a 2-year working visa So then you can just stay and find a job and experience working there. That's one option for you. And then some students after that, if they plan to stay for a much longer, they might be trying to become a nurse, for example. They would get qualifications that can be used in Australia, or a license. Many students, after staying for 2 years working visa, they might return to Japan or move on to another country. We have music, science, including marine biology, which is quite popular. Even some of our young high school graduates from Japan come and study marine biology. Visual, creative arts, including design and photography. And our bachelor degrees these days include a lot of internships, so you can work a little bit and get credit. The cost of living information, I was just looking up, and these days I think that tuition fees are about, on average, $30,000 per year, which I think in Japanese yen is about 2.6 million yen, 260万円 per year for tuition fees. And living fees is about 15,000 a year to 20,000 a year. Depends on how much part-time work you do. You're allowed to do some part-time work. So in total, the budget, I guess, is about $45,000 per year. And I think that's about 420万, 4.2 million yen per year. These days, the scholarships are, because of coronavirus, there are many scholarships, particularly this year, 2022. It's quite possible to get some scholarships of 10 to 20%, depending on your academic record. So the best idea is to make an application, and we can look at your application and let you know if you can get a scholarship. Even the English language courses are reduced. The fees are reduced by about 20%. Accommodation is available on campus, this style of dormitory, and off campus, a lot of homestay, which is running also now with now that the coronavirus COVID-19 situation has improved in Australia. There is very few restrictions in most locations. In this location in Queensland, people not wearing masks much. There is no restrictions on the number of people in a restaurant or in a big place. You can go to the movies, you can go to the theatre, you can go to a big sports arena. It's running pretty normally, and people are taking tests using the personal tests they can take themselves. And if they get sick, you can be looked after at the medical centres on the campus, but in fact most people are not getting very ill, so they just stay home and recover. So anyway, the homestay is operating and the campus accommodation is operating, and there's also a lot of flat share, so students who find an apartment or a house and share with other students, and that's quite a fun experience. You can live with students from other countries if you are interested. We can also arrange temporary accommodation. And there is homestay. Many Japanese students have enjoyed homestay, and I would recommend it. Student life, there's lots of clubs and things. So straight away, I recommend if you're looking to make friends, it's a good way to meet students who are not doing the same thing as you in your class. You might make friends, but if you join a club, you'll meet some students who are doing completely different course, or their age might be different. They might be from Australia. They might have different background to you, and it's a great way to make friends. I've got one more video I'd like to show you, which gives you some more atmosphere of the student life. So I'm just stopping my share, and now I'm going to start my share again. Sorry. Okay, I'm nearly there. Sorry for the delay.
Hello, I'm Rika from Kanagawa Prefecture, Japan. I'm studying graphic design at Griffith University on the Gold Coast. This is my GC journey. This is the campus I attend. My favorite class is design and branding. Gold Coast reminds me of my hometown, Chigasaki, which is the origin of surfing in Japan. I love nature and going on a mountain to hike, especially in the tambourine. My favorite places to visit are Corumbing and Burley Heads. I didn't know many people when I came to the Gold Coast. However, I've made so many friends from all over the world. The Gold Coast is an amazing city. It is easy to convenient to get around by tram. Also, the cost of living is more affordable compared to other big cities. And if you're missing Japanese food badly, you should definitely visit Sagana. I can even get natto here, which is one of my most favorite food in the world. This is my GC journey. Come join me.
Okay. There's just one, I think maybe this good idea to show you just one more, because this will talk a little bit about the student support.
留学にはグリフィス・ユニバーシティをおすすめします。When I have difficulty with my studies, I often go to the English help, and the Griffith staff members check my assignments and check my terminology, sentence structures, everything I have difficulties in the assignment. You can go to English Help or International Advisor Center at Griffith. I'm sure they will help you a lot with your English skills. Throughout my study abroad program, of course my English has been improved a lot, but I've become more open-hearted and independent compared to the past when I was in Japan. Here at Griffith, I can make so many friends from so many different countries. My whole experience at Griffith University will be my asset in my future, and I'm very excited to my future.
Hi, my name is Marika. I'm from Tokyo, Japan.
Okay, thank you. That's my presentation. So we have some time now to
if you're a college student like me, especially you.
We have some time now to do some questions.
Okay, thank you, Peter. はい、皆さんいかがだったでしょうか。グリフィス大学ですね。オーストラリアで第3の都市として、今、もうすごく急速に発展していってるブリスベンなんですけれども、この大学自体、全部で5キャンパスあるのかな。で、その中でも2キャンパス、ブリスベンとゴールドコーストのキャンパスがとても大きいキャンパスになるんですけれども、ゴールドコーストのキャンパスなんかはもう本当に白浜のビーチがずっと続くような観光リゾート地にあったりするんですけれども、そのようなエリアとちょっと落ち着いた都市のブリスベンというところで、両方いろんな顔を持つクイーンズランドの都市 にある大学としても有名なんですね。で、ピーターさんもおっしゃってましたけれども、大学のランキング、世界ランキングでトップの 2% に入るほどの、知名度のある大学ということもありますし、インターナショナルの学生さんに対してもすごくサポートがしっかりしているというところで、高校を卒業した学生さんなんかだと、ディプロマの、UTB のコースを経て、入っていって卒業していくっていうところで3年間で卒業ができるというようなプログラムを持っていますし、イヤーブロードのような大学1年留学みたいなものも持っているので、いろんなタイプの学生さんにすごく合ってくる大学なのかなと思います。